Well, hello YouTube. It's the 22nd of May, 2024. And the sun isn't shining or anything. Still pretty nice out. How are you? I'm all right. Do you listen to Mark Maron's podcast? He likes to start every podcast by saying, "How are you doing? How's that thing? Did that thing with your mom work out?" Or he just sort of has a conversation with his listeners as though there's somebody there receiving the conversation. I'm not going to do that. Oh, it's starting to rain. Told you it was gonna. Let's go see what's going on. Welcome everyone to North Coast Pinball, where there is some amount of disarray, which happens from time to time. And the more I look, the more disarray I see. Theater of Magic, that little piece of film that goes over the apron card is loose. That's the least of my worries. But you know what? Never mind all that. Let's play a little bit of pinball. And then, problems will still be there waiting for me. So, if I do that, and then a little bit of that, yeah. And then, I'm gonna play 2 games of Whirlwind, and see if I'm any good today. I mean, I'm good. Are you good? I'm good. So good. Do you watch Letterkenny? I'm so good. Yeah, let's play Whirlwind. Yeah, that's nice. A little bit of light. A little something like that. Yeah, let's play Whirlwind. Two times. We'll play 2 times. And then we'll see what else develops today.
Oh, that's like rain.
That's a fine start. Lock is lit. I have an extra ball. I'm going to try that skill shot again. Nope.
Take cover now. Nature, return to your home. Return to your home. Nature, return to your home.
All I want is to lock. There.
The storm is over. All clear.
Oh, my fault entirely. Oh my goodness. Well, that's what I tell people about this game, is that it is kind of ruthless. A better than average game. I can do better. Let's go. Yeah, come on. Let's go.
Oh, that's like rain.
The storm is coming. Return to your home. The storm is over. All clear.
Am I standing here like this?
Well, looky here.
God.
The storm is coming. Return to your home. The storm is coming.
Now, instead of a skill shot, maybe I can go up and around and hit that million shot. Can I? Can I do it? No, I cannot.
Do not panic.
Words to live by. Do not panic.
Here it comes!
You see that staged flip? Well, now to the cellar. Nobody panic. Get to the cellar to resume multi-ball.
Here it comes!
Oh, amazing. Get it! Oh, too bad. The shot I need is southwest, right between those two scoops. Right through the pop bumpers, which is, you know, that classic Pat Lawler shot that appears on every one of the Pat Lawler games, as I am prone to telling people. Extra ball. Love it. Not so bad. Okay. Southwest shot. I can probably hit just from the plunge. Yeah. And I got the other one by making the side ramp. Anytime you hit the side ramp, that awards one of the compass points. So that was a 2-for-1 there, kinda. And I just barely kissed that northwest, but it didn't register. If I had waited, it was just slightly to the right, and I didn't think it was gonna work. But if I had waited, it would have bounced off of that, and I would still be playing Whirlwind. But, you know, 5.6, 5.7 million? Fine, that was fun. All right, so the disarray. What do I have to do? There's a lot to get done. I've been working on this poor space station for a couple weeks now. There's a power issue. And I can show you the power issue. This, as a shortcut, this is the power supply that came out of Cyclone, because I've been doing some somewhat unscientific things. But cutting to the chase, this is what I expect to see. 2 solid lights and a blinking light. This is the space station power supply. It's been running this way for like 45 minutes since before I started taping this. And so the power supply is good, because that's my space station power supply in my Cyclone, and it's happy. There's no display, there's some other things that are not happening because I don't have everything plugged in to the power supply here. And so the Cyclone power supply is plugged in to space station. Let's make sure space station is turned off. Receives power here. This is what comes from the wall or the switch under the cabinet. And it sends power through here from here down to here. And what we see when we turn this on, I have a bunch of stuff unplugged. Things that are not relevant to what I'm investigating are unplugged. This I realize is burned, which is a project for a different day, because the failure that I'm experiencing is happening with this unplugged. Everything is unplugged from the main board, so there's nothing happening. No display, nothing. Just, can we turn the board on? And so I do, and what I get is a whole lot of nothing, because what did I do wrong? Oh, I think these are pertinent. Let's reconnect these. not sure. I haven't checked the wiring diagram, but I think they're relevant. So we'll get these back in. And guess. And we'll see if that was right. No. What am I forgetting? This goes there. This goes there. That's kind of it. What am I? Is this on? Oh, okay. The outlet was off. So here we have a happy space station. 2 solid lights and a blinking light. I'm going to tell you the rest of my woes about today, and then I'll come back and we'll look at that and see if it's still happy. It's not like I have woes. It's just that there's a lot, and I've got Memorial Day weekend coming up. So, Monster Bash had nothing huge, just a busted target here and in there. I fixed that. There was a field trip of kids in from the local high school, and I showed them how I fixed that. It was just a broken soldered wire. And so we resoldered that, and those are fine. But what remains not fine are the left flip opto, the left flipper opto, and the right flipper opto, as well as a proximity sensor. And this is all to do with phantom flip, the phantom flip feature. Phantom flip. The idea is when it's lit, hands off when lit, the game detects a ball coming. It disables your flipper, and it has a proximity sensor under the playfield, and it has an optical sensor, which you can see here, this little black thing, and its mate, a little white thing here, is an opto of the sort that I've shown you before. And between the proximity sensor under the playfield and the optical sensor, the game knows where the ball is and flips it for you to make whatever shot would be more advantageous. That's not working. But what's also not working is the right slingshot. That should be working. If I pull this safety switch, now we see that's fine. It's trying, but what's going on in there is that there's a link that broke. And so the right slingshot is not working. Also, if you play this game a lot, you may have noticed that a ball has a tendency to hang up right there, which is inconvenient. You have to kind of shake the game a little bit. Some people are bashful about shaking the game, and so it would be good to solve that problem. So altogether, this game is really not fit to be played as far as I'm concerned. So I'd kind of like to put it in my little service bay location by my office, where you may recall Mandalorian has been waiting for its chance to be useful. So I think what I would like to do is move Funhouse to where Monster Bash is, because it's got better lighting over there, and Funhouse deserves slightly better lighting. I don't have track lights up here. And so the games that are along this line, it would be better if they had their own lighting, which is true of Jurassic Park, Iron Maiden, and to a lesser extent these other games. But Funhouse, it could be over there. Put Mandalorian where Funhouse is. Put Monster Bash in the office. I do have a friend who was intending to rent Mandalorian, which is not going to happen, not right away, because I need to use Mandalorian for a little while I make Monster Bash good. So that's a goal for today. Meanwhile, we see the symptom on Space Station. The other thing on Space Station that I have tried, which is interesting, is instead of powering this main board from the power supply, I power it from an ordinary PC power supply. And this PC power supply has been hacked. If you Google it, you find out which pins on this particular ATX connector need to be bridged to each other in order to cause the power supply to turn itself on. And then I hacked this. I even gave myself a little key there so that I can't plug it in backwards. This provides us with ground and 5 volts and 12 volts. And so if I just plug this in, making sure the power supply is off first, and I supply power to this board in the same way that I was doing it before, except now I'm powering it from this PC power supply, which I turn on, we get a happy board. So I'm going to finish telling you my goals for the day, and then we'll come back and see what that means. What would that mean? So, okay, what do I have to do today? I have to keep babysitting my 3D printer, which is having trouble with this particular filament, the rainbow filament for Pride Month, and the transparent filament that's making these cool semi-transparent rainbow token boxes for Pride Month, which it really delights me to make these, but it's been kind of a nightmare to make them work. But it's fine. Worth it. So I gotta keep babysitting that. I gotta put away the poker table. Playing poker with my friends here is life-giving, and I am very grateful that they come over and we play poker together. A nice friendly cash game that happens. There are bills to pay. I have to open some mail. I don't love opening mail. I'm gonna do that. There's a text that just came in from my phone. I gotta see what that's about. I have some voiceover to do. Did I mention that? And 3 hours and 15 minutes is how long I have to do all that, because after that, I'm going to band practice, which is also life-giving. So it's days like this when there's too much to do and so little time that I have to remind myself. Can you see it? To slow down a little. So I'm going to try to do that. We'll get done as much as we get done, and it's going to be fine. Today's tidbit: like, subscribe, share, buy merch, northcoastpinball.com, Fool's Boxes. Today's tidbit is that I am feeling stress in my jaw. Where do you feel stress? And what are you doing about it? That's all. Still a little bit rainy today. Not so bad. Rained pretty good yesterday. And tomorrow it'll rain pretty good too. Thank you for watching these videos. It's nice to have you on this journey. And as always, make sure you come and visit us when you're coming through Nehalem on Highway 101 on your way south of Cannon Beach, north of Lincoln City, to North Coast Pinball. Thank you, YouTube. Bye.